Hey guys, we're here at Electric MX. Just after 1 month of testing the Nicot Moto, just gonna do a little informational video. I got my helper here, ready with the questions.
Hello, everyone.
Do you have any questions for me, test rider Jordy?
Yeah. How fast is it?
So the Nicot Moto is a 12 kilowatt electric brushless motor hooked up to a 4-speed gearbox. Its top speed is 100 kilometers an hour.
How long does it last?
So the battery on this, after testing, you get anywhere from 40-50 kilometers if you're going wide open to potentially 80 to 100 kilometer range on the 50 amp hour LG battery. So you can get anywhere between 50 to 100 kilometers range on one single charge.
How far will it go?
How far will it go? It'll go 50 kilometers if you're going really fast, or 100 kilometers if you're going slow. There's an EP mode on the bike to make it safer for beginners, so that almost anybody can ride this bike. And with the 4-speed gearbox, it really helps you get that top speed and mid-range. Yeah. What else? What's your next question, sir?
What is price?
So this bike, that's another question I'm getting a lot. How much is it? What does it compare to? And so this bike, Electric MX, we're selling this Nicot Moto 2022 models for $84.99 plus HST. We're selling out of Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario. So it's a pretty fair price. Ends up being about what, $9,600 out the door, something along those lines. And so a comparable bike I have right next to it. I have a Honda 250F. So we did a drag race on this bike, and I was able to beat it in a short stretch. Top speed, of course, the Nicot, as I said, taps out at about 100K, whereas the 250F, you can get about 110, 120 out of that baby, right? So top speed, and on the track, it's a little different, but on a flat asphalt, or if you're just ripping around on some trails, the Nicot's got all kinds of power. What I would compare it to is like a 125 two-stroke, which is good power, more than enough for most people, and but it's a little bit on the heavy side. So it's 240 pounds, so it's about the weight of a 450. The bike has a steel frame and steel subframe, aluminum swing arm, but this makes it a little bit heavier. But hey, it is what it is, and it gets the job done. It's not an Alta. It's not KTM Freeride. It's right in between, right? Do you want to spend $20,000 for an Alta, or do you want to spend $10,000 for this one?
Strong or weak, or what is price?
Is it strong or weak? So yeah, is the bike strong or weak? It has its ups and downs. Being manufactured in China rather than Europe or America or Japan for that matter, it has some parts that are a little bit cheaper. Like the brakes aren't on a Brembo level by any means. The stopping capability in them is not at par. The pads are a little bit softer. Even the steel themselves heats up a little bit more. It's a little bit different, a little bit getting used to. There's like the levers I found are kind of awkward, and they break pretty easily. Like the bike just tipped over one time, and the levers broke. One time I had a pretty good crash on it. We were doing a hill climb, and you'll see this in our upcoming videos. We just did a nice video shoot on this bike. So we tried to do a hill climb, and the bike gave us some issues and ended up tumbling down the hill, and sure enough, bent the bike up pretty good, but we were able to fix it. Another thing, like on the stronger weak side, is it is a 4-speed gearbox, but on that shifter there's linkage, so it's not a straight shaft shift. It's kind of you have to finesse it a little bit. It's a little temperamental sometimes. When I first got on the bike, I was having major issues with that, because the first time I took it out, I went into a race, immediately went right into a race without even riding the bike on a track. which was probably a pretty good idea. So I had a lot of issues with shifting, like hitting false
And then you
neutrals.
just kick the head out.
Yeah, and then I just kicked the head out and let her go. But it was an interesting experience, and one thing I'll say about this bike too is it kind of has like a overriding system. Like some of the electronics sometimes take over. They'll do stuff that you don't necessarily want it to do. That's one thing I can say that I would find on the weak side of the bike is.
Okay, are you done now?
Yeah, I'm done now. What's the next question?
Gas or electric?
So gas or electric. This bike is electric. This bike is gas. There's 2-stroke. There's 4-stroke. There's electric. There's diesel fuel when it comes to cars. Everybody's different for every purpose, right? This bike, electric bike, is great for riding at night, riding through the neighborhood, taking a rip where you want to be quiet, stealth mode. When I was in the race, I passed a few people because they couldn't hear me coming. They didn't even know I was there. They were kind of taking it easy, and I was able to blow past them. But that being said, it's not a gas bike. It's a struggle. As I was racing, I would have to come into the pits, fire up the Jenny, and charge it up so I had max power, because as the voltage starts to drop over your duration of your ride, you'll start to lose a little bit of power. So it's great to be able to just kind of fill your bike up with gas and keep riding, which is how it is. Are we done the video?
Because it's the last one.
That's the last question?
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys, we're all done. My helper's got to get out on his quad and go for a rip. So thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment for us at Electric MX. So we'd be happy to answer any of your questions and help you out with sales, service, or whatever we can.
Oh no, it fell.
That's okay, buddy.